Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. The Food and Drug Administration issued a warning that at-home rapid antigen tests can deliver false negative results and that those testing should plan to test more than once. In the warning, the agency said that antigen tests, also known as COVID-19 at-home tests, are less accurate than molecular tests such as PCR tests. This means that taking an at-home test too early after being exposed to COVID-19 could lead to a false negative result, particularly if a person has no symptoms. The FDA now advises that people who plan to use at-home tests get several of them so they can test more than once. For people with COVID-19 symptoms who test at home and receive a negative result, the agency recommends taking a second at-home COVID-19 test 48 hours after the first for a total of at least 2 tests. Last week, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention announced changes to its COVID-19 guidance. CDC senior scientist Greta Massetti said in a statement, quote, "This guidance acknowledges that the pandemic is not over, but also helps us move to a point where COVID-19 no longer severely disrupts our daily lives," end quote. The CDC is recommending the following. Testing to screen for COVID-19 will no longer be recommended in most places for people who do not have COVID symptoms. Those who have tested positive for COVID-19 can stop wearing masks if their symptoms have improved and they test negative twice in a row, initially on the 6th day after their infection began and then again on the 8th day. And that the quarantine of exposed persons is no longer recommended, regardless of vaccination status. Massetti said that the recommendations are being revised to simplify the federal COVID-19 guidance into an easier framework. Check cdc.gov for more details on guidelines. The state is still monitoring and reporting health trends on a weekly basis. On August 11th, newly released metrics show that over 122,000 molecular tests were conducted and 8,950 new positive cases were reported in the last week. As of August 10th, 144 people are hospitalized in Massachusetts and 57 are in the ICU. 39 new deaths were also reported in the last 7 days. The town of Braintree also continues to monitor COVID data from the state. In the last week, the town hall hasn't reported any new positive cases. The town hall website currently shows a total of 10,992 positive cases since the start of the pandemic. There have been no new fatalities reported in 3 months, keeping Braintree's total deaths at 137. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
The COVID-19 vaccine doesn't contain the virus, so you can't get COVID from the shot. You may experience things like muscle aches, fever, or tiredness, but these are most likely signs that your body is building immunity to protect against the virus. Learn more.
Welcome back. Longtime football assistant coach and Braintree football team alum Lee Carlson is getting a surprise promotion going into the football season as he'll be taking over as interim head coach. Carlson was slated to be their offensive coordinator this fall, but previous head coach Brian Chamberlain recently stepped down in June to take over the Southeastern Regional High program. The new head coach considers this a huge opportunity for himself. He was previously the head coach of Braintree's track and field team, but said, quote, "Football is my first love. Football is the sport that I'm really invested in. So when Brian left and this opportunity became available, it was something that I jumped at. I couldn't pass it up," end quote. Carlson is well versed in the program and was one of Chamberlain's first hires in Braintree 11 years ago. Since then, he has filled a variety of assistant roles on staff over that time. The school building committee met on August 15th at the town hall to approve money for school roof repairs. Brian LaRoche of PCA 360, who will be organizing the roof repairs, met with the committee to discuss the project and what is needed. Before the meeting ended, the committee approved $4.4 million for the Flaherty Elementary School and $4.7 million for the Hollis Elementary School roof repairs. To watch the full meeting, you can catch it on BCAM TV's Government Nickelodeon Channel, Comcast Channel 8, and Verizon Channel 26. Or you can always catch it on youtube.com/bcamtv. The Braintree Town Council approved Town Clerk James Casey's early voting schedule for the September 6th state primary election at its Tuesday night meeting. Braintree voters will now be able to cast their ballots in person from August 27th to September 2nd in the Cahill Auditorium of the Braintree Town Hall. For early voters, hours will be Saturday, August 27th and Sunday, August 28th from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. During the week during August 29th and September 2nd, early voting hours follow suit with the Town Hall's normal operating hours. Voters will be able to go vote between 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, from 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Tuesday, or from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. on that Friday. For more information, visit braintreema.gov. This past week, I got the chance to sit down with Mayor Charles Kokoris to discuss the Braintree Master Plan. The mayor gave details on the 8 elements of the master plan, who was involved in organizing it, and the current steps being taken to complete the 10-year plan. Here's more from the mayor.
So the first phase, which is Braintree yesterday and today, there were 4 meetings and 1 really large community forum and several focus groups. And the community forum was tremendous. We had hundreds of people show up here at Town Hall, and we really got a great amount of input. And when you came in, you basically placed a dot on where you lived in Braintree and age groups, et cetera. We didn't really have a lot of young people coming in, but we did have, most of the folks that came were homeowners in the town. But we had a really good distribution of folks from all over the community that came to give their input. And they went through each station and they were able to talk to members of the committee, as well as give their input on little sticky notes. So it was a great event. And then the focus groups were able to talk about different issues within the master plan as well. So that was a great phase 1. And phase 2, which is Braintree Tomorrow, and this is the current phase that we're in now. They had a meeting on July 27th, and the next community forum is October 15th. And the final phase is phase 3 is achieving Braintree Tomorrow, and phase 4 is the plan to finalize in the adoption of the master plan. So, they are moving right along, and I think that, there's been a lot of great public input, which was the most important thing for this master plan.
Mayor Kokoris announced that the town of Braintree will be renaming the Sunset Lake Summer Concert Series in honor of the late Nelson Chin. The concert series, which are sponsored by the Braintree Electric Light Department, will now officially be called the Nelson Chin Summer Concert Series. Mayor Kokoris, in a statement, said, quote, "I feel it is more than appropriate to rename the summer concerts in Nelson's honor. He never missed a concert and could always be seen with the biggest smile on his face while he listened to the music and spent time talking with residents. I would like to thank Beld board member Jim Reagan for proposing this wonderful idea. The concert series held at Sunset Lake runs from July to August and hosts bands and performers from across the state." The Sunset Lake Concert Series has come to an end, but don't worry, the concerts, which are sponsored by Mayor Charles Kokoris and the Braintree Electric Light Department, are all available to watch on BCAM TV. You can watch any and all of the 8 concerts, including Curra's Fancy, who played some Irish and folk music, Wolfpack with some popular pop, rock, and country covers, Gainesville Road with a variety of pop, rock, and country covers, the popular Beatle tribute band Forever Fab, the Westwood Swing Band, who performed some classic swing and jazz music, Magic Moments with the greatest hits of the 50s through the 70s, the Reminiscence with some oldies covers, and finally Gina Mark playing covers of today's hits. If you missed these concerts or want to watch again, you can find it on BCAM TV's public channel, Comcast Channel 9, and Verizon Channel 28, or you can catch it on youtube.com/BCAMTV. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Are out. Protect yourself from mosquito bites and the illnesses they can cause, like Triple E and West Nile virus. When outdoors, use an EPA-approved repellent and wear protective clothing. Learn more at mass.gov/mosquitoes and ticks.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. Beginning August 19th, the Orange Line will be shut down for 30 days for what Governor Charlie Baker called an overdue critical maintenance. The decision comes on the heels of an investigation launched by the Federal Transit Administration, which is making the MBTA address safety concerns on the rails immediately. Baker says the closure will allow the T to plan repairs and updates like crossovers and technical track work beyond just where it carries riders. The MBTA has approved a contract with the company A Yankee Line. Contracts have been negotiated to get up to 200 buses to transport Orange and Green Line riders, but urge riders to utilize the commuter rail whenever possible. The Orange Line is expected to resume service by September 19th. Anyone with questions regarding the new changes should visit the MBTA website at www.mbta.com. If you like biking and care about social justice and the environment, Bikes Not Bombs 35th Annual Bike-A-Thon is the event for you. On Sunday, September 11th, riders will depart from Stony Brook Field in Jamaica Plain and ride on 10, 30, 50, or 100-mile routes. There will be rest stops, food, and route markings along the way. A fantastic lunch and live music will be provided after the ride. You are helping Bikes Not Bombs use the bicycle as a vehicle for social change in Boston and throughout the global South. For more information and to register as a rider or volunteer, go to bikesnotbombs.org. Fire eaters, jousting nights, and huge turkey legs are returning to Carver for the annual King Richard's Fair. Returning for its 41st season of medieval merriment, the fair will run on weekends from September 3rd through October 23rd. The 7-week fair transports visitors to the 16th century and offers an array of performers, hand-cranked rides, knife-throwing booths, animal attractions, and period food and drink. More than 100 crafters will sell wares such as candles, pottery, armor, woodwork, fairy wings, floral hair garlands, and other items. A Game of Thrones themed weekend will be held September 24th through the 25th, and Harry Potter focused activities and events will be October 1st through the 2nd. For more information and tickets, call 508-866-5391 or go to www.kingrichardsfair.net. The long-awaited trial for the man charged with 2 counts of murder in the deaths of Sergeant Michael Chestnut and Vera Adams has been scheduled for January 2023. Emmanuel Lopez has been held without bail for more than 4 years as he awaits trial. Lopez is facing 11 charges, including 2 counts of murder and armed assault with intent to murder involving a firearm. Authorities say Lopez, who was 20 years old at the time, was fleeing a minor car accident when he threw a rock at Chestnut's head, then shot him with the officer's own gun. Another officer then arrived at the scene and returned fire through his windshield, hitting Lopez in his right knee. Lopez returned fire, then ran through a neighbor's backyard as police gave chase. Police said Adams, 77, was drinking coffee on the sun porch of her Torrey Street home in Weymouth at the time and was shot by Lopez through her picture window. Police said Lopez was still holding Chestnut's gun when he stopped and arrested him near 100 Torrey Street. The annual August Moon Festival will return for its 35th year in Quincy Center on Sunday, August 21st. The festival begins at 4 p.m. on Coddington Street and will feature a traditional lion dance, other cultural performances, live music, food and drinks, games for kids, vendor booths, and much more. The event is being hosted by the Quincy Asian Resource Center, which is a nonprofit that works with the city's Asian community. Philip Chong, president of the Quincy Asian Resource Center, said, quote, "In Quincy, we're the largest Asian population in Massachusetts. We know the importance of working with the city to support and provide these opportunities for celebration," end quote. The Quincy Family Resource Center is hosting their annual backpack drive to collect backpacks and school supplies for students in grades pre-K through 12. The distribution dates and times take place on Monday, August 22nd from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., on Tuesday, August 23rd from 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., and on Wednesday, August 24th from 12 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Registration ends on August 12th. For more information regarding registration or donation, you may email Jackie at jwallers@baystatecs.org or email Robin at rdunphy@baystatecs.org. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment.
Protect yourself from mosquito and tick bites. Use an EPA-approved repellent anytime you're outdoors. Spray it on your hands first, then spread it on your face, neck, arms, and legs. Learn more at mass.gov/mosquitoes and ticks.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now, here are some new binge-worthy show and new movie recommendations. First up in entertainment, Oscar-winning Jordan Peele, who redefined modern horror with Get Out and Us, now gives us the expansive horror epic Nope. Two siblings, played by Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer, who run a California horse ranch, discover something sinister in the skies above. The siblings try to capture footage of the mysterious phenomenon, while the owner of an adjacent theme park, played by Steven Yeun, tries to profit from the mysterious otherworldly phenomenon. You can watch Nope in theaters now. Next in entertainment, the second season of Reservation Dogs was released on August 3rd. Reservation Dogs is made by an entirely indigenous group of writers, directors, and actors who bring a level of detail to their experience through the main cast. Reservation Dogs follows 4 indigenous teenagers living in Oklahoma. After their best friend's death, the group is determined to leave home and move to California. But in order to secure money for the trip, they've taken to pulling off petty crimes around their neighborhood. Through dry-witted comedy, the show captures the difficulties of youth and portrays the experience of res life. At the end of season 1, only one member of the squad is able to achieve their goal and escape. Season 2 was released on August 3rd. To find out what's in store next for the Res Dogs, you can watch Reservation Dogs on FX and Hulu. And finally in entertainment is Luck. The first animated feature from the new upstart studio Skydance tells the story of Sam Greenfield, who is the unluckiest person on Earth until one day she finds a lucky penny and her luck turns. That is until she flushes it down the toilet, literally. In an effort to get her good luck back, Sam suddenly finds herself in the never-before-seen land of luck where she must unite with the magical creatures there to turn her luck around. You can watch Luck on Apple TV+. That'll do it for news today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.